What is it they've sent us?
Hope.
Did you know sunlight takes over 8 minutes to reach us from the sun? Imagine traveling at that speed, over 670 million miles per hour. This video explores the dream of traveling as fast as light, the challenges we face, and the amazing technology scientists are working on. Take this cosmic joyride like no other. Let's jump straight into a world where you could move as fast as light. Imagine hitting 186,000 miles per second. That's not just fast, that's wrapping around Earth over 7 times in a heartbeat. Who wouldn't want to swap their morning commute for that kind of speed? Now, the speed of light is mind-bogglingly fast. We're talking 671 million miles per hour. To give you an idea, sunlight takes its sweet time, about 8 minutes and 17 seconds, to reach us from the sun. So why aren't we humans zipping through space at these incredible speeds? Well, it turns out the universe has rules, and zooming at light speed is where it draws the line. But for the sake of fun, let's pretend those rules don't apply. If we could travel at light speed, imagine the possibilities. No destination too far, no journey too long. Let's take a lightning-fast tour through our solar system and beyond while keeping our feet on the ground. Before we jet off on our next cosmic adventure, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. Trust me, this is the coolest channel in the universe. Starting with the moon, our nearest celestial buddy is about 239,000 miles away. You'd be there at the speed of light in just over 1 second. Think about it. Driving at 65 miles per hour would take almost 3,700 hours or more than 5 months of non-stop travel. That's a lot of bathroom breaks and gas station snacks. Now, let's head to Venus, the closest planet to Earth. On average, Venus is 25 million miles away. Traveling at the speed of light, you'd arrive in just 2 minutes. But if Venus were on the opposite side of the sun, it would take 15 minutes to get there. Compare that to driving, which would take about 44.5 years. Hope you brought some tunes. Mars, the red planet, offers a real challenge with its fluctuating distance. 35 million miles away at its closest, a mere 3-minute trip at light speed. The longest observed distance to Mars is about 250 million miles, turning that quick trip into a journey of about 22 minutes. Thinking about driving? You'd be aging over 62 years on the journey, watching birthdays come and go from behind the wheel. Mercury messes with our sense of scale and speed. With an average gap of 48 million miles from Earth, a light speed dash would take almost 4.5 minutes. Opt for a car, and you're in for over 85 years of travel. That's a whole lifetime spent on the road, literally. Are you ready to set your sights on the sun? Sitting almost 93 million miles from Earth, you'd arrive at the speed of light in just over 8 minutes. That's just enough time to enjoy a short YouTube video. But if you were to drive, you'd be on the road for about 1.5 million hours or 165 years. Clearly, it is a journey not suited for the faint-hearted or those without an immortal lifespan. With the nearby celestial bodies checked off our list, it's time to aim for the giants of our solar system. With its distance of 365 to more than 600 million miles from Earth, Jupiter presents a new challenge. Opting for the shortest distance, light-speed travel would whisk you to Jupiter in about 32 minutes. That's just the right amount of time for a quick lunch. In a car though, the journey becomes unfathomable, taking nearly 650 years. That's crossing the length of the Mississippi River 150,000 times. But why stop at Jupiter? Saturn, with its iconic rings, is about 750 million miles away at its nearest. Light speed zips you there in just over an hour. By car though, prepare for over 1,300 years on the road. Better start your journey in the Middle Ages by today. You can also visit Proxima Centauri, the star closest to Earth beyond our own sun. This neighbor of ours is more than 24 trillion miles away. Yes, that's a 24 followed by 12 zeros. A trip to Proxima Centauri at the speed of light would take about 4 years. But if you are driving there, you're looking at a 44 million year journey. That's a road trip extending far beyond human history, through ice ages and witnessing the rise and fall of continents. Now, let's set our sights on something even grander, the center of the Milky Way, our galaxy. It's over 100,000 light years across and about 1,000 light years thick. If you wanted to visit the center, you'd need to cover 25,000 light years. Even if you could travel at light speed, you're looking at a 25,000-year trip. That's a long time to be asking, are we there yet? A car trip to the Milky Way center? Well, at 65 miles per hour, the journey becomes a comedy of its own, because you'd be on the road for so long that the concept of time would start to get a bit fuzzy. Feeling adventurous? The Andromeda Galaxy, the largest spiral galaxy closest to Earth, calls for the ultimate voyage. Prepare for a journey of 2.5 million light years. That's the trip where you'd need to pack not just supplies and entertainment, but perhaps a whole civilization's worth of stories, knowledge, and culture. So, after taking in the vast distances to the Milky Way's heart and even eyeing Andromeda for a cosmic road trip, it's hard not to wonder, does Star Wars actually give us a sneak peek into what future space travel might look like? It's a fun thought with all that zooming through galaxies and light years in the blink of an eye. But honestly, Star Wars is more about the thrill of adventure and the cool tech in a galaxy far away than a serious guess at our spacefaring future. So, while we're not jet-setting across the universe like Luke Skywalker just yet, Star Wars does a fantastic job of keeping our eyes on the stars and our hearts full of curiosity about what's out there. Pretty cool to think about, right? So, how does our real-world quest for speed compare to the fantastical journeys of Star Wars? Ready to find out what kinds of incredible speeds we've achieved without the help of hyperdrive? Humans have made some pretty fast things over the years. Take bullets, for instance. They zip through the air at 2,600 miles per hour, or 4,200 kilometers an hour, which is over 3 times the speed of sound. Then there's NASA's X-3 jet plane, the fastest aircraft that soars up to 7,000 miles per hour or 11,200 kilometers an hour. Sounds fast, but when you compare it to the speed of light, it's barely scratching the surface, just 0.001% of light speed to be exact. When it comes to the fastest things humans have ever made, spacecraft take the crown. They rocket off Earth at a whopping 25,000 miles per hour, or 40,000 kilometers an hour, just to break free from gravity's grip. The speed champion among them is NASA's Parker Solar Probe. After launching in 2018, it got a speed boost from the sun's gravity, reaching speeds up to 330,000 miles per hour, or 535,000 kilometers an hour. That's incredibly fast, yet it's still only 0.05% of the speed of light. So why is hitting even 1% of light speed such a tough nut to crack? It all boils down to energy. Anything that moves has kinetic energy. To speed up, you need more of this energy. But speeding up isn't cheap. Doubling your speed means quadrupling the energy you need, and the energy needed keeps skyrocketing the faster you want to go. Take subatomic particles, for example. The Large Hadron Collider, a giant particle smasher, can push these tiny bits almost to light speed. But even for something as small as a proton, reaching light speed would need an insane amount of energy, something we're far from achieving. Could we push past these limits? Possibly, but it'll require some out-of-the-box thinking. Today's rockets, even the high-tech ones from SpaceX and Blue Origins, still rely on chemical fuel, similar to what powers cars, and that's not very efficient. There are other ideas out there, like using electric or magnetic forces or even nuclear fusion, which powers the sun and could be a game changer for space travel. Scientists are also exploring stuff straight out of sci-fi, like warp drives from Star Trek, which could allow for faster-than-light travel. One of the coolest ideas is the solar sail. This is basically a giant, lightweight sheet attached to a spacecraft. The sun's light can push on it, similar to how wind pushes a sailboat. A few spacecraft have already shown that solar sails work. Scientists believe this technology could one day speed up spacecraft to 10% of the speed of light. Now, that would be a ride. As our cosmic voyage comes to an end, let's leave you with this tantalizing thought. What if one day, humanity unlocks the secrets of light speed travel? Imagine the adventures awaiting us among the stars, the mysteries we'll uncover, and the boundaries we'll push. Who knows what the future holds? So keep dreaming and exploring, because who knows what wonders await beyond the stars. Until next time, keep looking up.